We are here in Keansburg. Actually, did a house raising, and with the new codes, one of the things you have to be sort of cautious of is the depth of your exterior studs. Notice here we're using little dark 2x6s because the new code calls for the thicker R30, and for the R30 you need that deeper stud wall to make sure it fits. This house was interesting. It's actually, you can see our neighbors here. They actually had a very similar house, masonry structure, and they decided to raise it. And when I was looking at this project, knowing we had very tight budget, I thought instead of raising the masonry structure, which would have cost twice as much in the raising, why not build new on top of the existing structure? So took the same basic layout of the downstairs, made it a little nicer, got it to fit to the new codes, and we built a new one on top. So this is going to be the new kitchen. You'll have your stove here, sink there, refrigerator over here, nice little U-shaped kitchen. Brings you into what will be the living room, dining room area. I mean, the house is definitely not that big, 600 something square feet. Put in new utilities. We have a high efficiency hot water heater and high efficiency furnace. So you run the ductwork throughout. One of the other things to know with the house raisings, they get a little wild, and it's because you can measure the height of the building from the flood elevation, not from the ground. So our flood elevation is about 3 feet below where I'm standing, and if you look, I'm about, just look at the stairs. I'm about 8-10 feet above ground. But this building only counts as about a 15-foot tall structure because of it. So this will be one bedroom, closets. We made larger closets. Another bedroom over there. Another thing to notice, the size of these windows, they look kind of large. It's because they're egress style windows. If there's ever a fire or anything, you could actually open the whole window up and out. And even though it's a bit far, let's say a fireman comes up, they can help you out. This house is, like I said, rather small, 600 something square feet. Made ourselves a nice little bathroom here. We actually were able to fit laundry hookups in here. So you'll have your tub, sink, vanity. Toilet, sink, vanity. Your tub's here. Looks like, I hope they didn't scratch this. And then, like I said, you'll have your laundry hookups right here. And your vents get you out. You'll have a light here. I mean, it's really a simple job, but just those little things to keep aware of. And then we'll obviously, because of the codes, we're going to have a louvered door on here. That way you don't have a carbon monoxide buildup inside. And yeah, so let's head outside. Take a look at a couple of the other things going on. Because, and again, you can again see the height here that we are above the ground. Nice little view of Keansburg. See some properties damaged by the storm. We ended up putting 2 layers of sheathing on here. Those 2 layers are going to help with, since we're not using the hurricane strap, the 2 layers are going to actually end up acting as a protective barrier. Make sure we don't, get a lot of vertical movement. Got ourselves a new service that's actually gas service getting connected. I don't know if you can see the pipe rotating. The guy's connecting it to the service now. And then the downstairs actually becomes this storage. So this is the most important part of the new flood areas. These are called flood vents. If there's ever a water buildup inside, one of the things that ends up happening, if it's either inside or outside, there's a pressure difference in the house. So let's say inside the house, the water's up to here, but outside it's up to here. That means now all of this is pushing outward. These simply open up, let the water sort of balance, and boom, house is safe. They sort of lock in place. Yeah, that's it. That's your house raising.